Tom! One thing that's become slightly concerning is that he can get up on the bed by himself. And because of that, he now has access to pretty much everywhere in the bedroom. Welcome to a brand new week. It's Monday, as these weeks generally start off. And today, in about a half hour, Alfredo and Jackie are going to be coming over with Gabu. We're going to have a little puppy play date with Gabu, their little corgi friend. I am very much hoping that this little guy and their little girl get along swimmingly. But just to be on the safe side beforehand, I'm gonna play with. He's gonna play with the vacuum a little bit, so that way he can be a little bit more subdued, and he's not getting all up in Gabu's face. And again, I think I mentioned this last week, but again, I'm really hoping that even though this is the first time another dog is entering his domain, his crossing the threshold into his home, that he's chill about it, because he's usually pretty chill with other people and dogs when they've come over before. I think he's only ever barked at the doorbell twice, and people have come to the door all the time, and have had people over with him, and he's been pretty cool about it. So we're gonna go play with the vacuum, and then we are gonna be introduced to Gabu. And so the promised day is here. Manatee meets Gabu. We're getting along pretty well. Gabu wants to play a lot, and Manatee plays a little bit rough.
And then Gabu goes, I don't want to play anymore. And then as soon as Manatee calms down, Gabu goes, no, wait, why aren't you playing with me? It's a vicious cycle.
Yep. Oh, and it looks like it's starting up again.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. Hey, play nice, Manatee.
And then she'll want to stop, and then he'll stop, and then she'll go again. Hey, you two. Hey, you two. Hey. Oh, hey, what's going on here? Hi. Ooh.
Alfredo got the treats.
Uh-oh. We got treats. Hi. It's so hard to get treats into his mouth because there's so many wrinkles.
Yeah, it just flops right out. He's got to go past the how swollen the front of his mouth is just to be able to get in there. What are you doing?
No, there you go.
Mission Impossible? We ordered some pizza as well. I should be here in 30 to 45 minutes.
It's a good pup day.
Yeah. A good pup play date for all.
No. There's two separate ways that we're doing this here. Okay, so yours is nose. Almost. No, not halfway. There you go. Yes. Okay, touch. Yes, there you go.
He doesn't quite get it he also doesn't quite get it where if you're far away from him, they should come to it to put his nose on there.
He did a just motion.
Yeah.
I went, that's not it.
I usually reward him for that because to me that's good enough, but probably better to teach him otherwise.
Yes. Hi. No. There you go. Yes, I'll take that.
These are some good dogs right here.
Oh, we're calm. I know we're calm now that there's treat involved. It fell right out of his mouth. I could have sworn he was chewing on it.
Food solves all problems.
It does.
The first of the month means that it was bath time. And as such, he's got a little case. Well, okay, he's not showing it off now, but he did have a case of the post-bath Zoomies. It is, it is bad lighting. It is Tuesday right now. We got the Disc Only podcast today, and now he runs up to me. I am currently in just pajama bottoms right now, which is why I'm not wearing a shirt. Because the way I bathed him this time was that in the master bathroom there's just a standing shower with a door on it. So I bathed him in that. He was much easier to control, but I think he didn't. I feel like he enjoyed it. Probably not the same. It's hard to tell than the actual bathtub. He just doesn't like water poured on him. That's the biggest thing. Anyway, yesterday after Alfredo, Jackie, and Gabu left, went to get some work done, and then he was starting to display a lot of mischievous energy, so I took him to the park. We spent a couple hours there. He had good times. Tried to avoid puddles. I think it was raining yesterday. Did our best to avoid the puddles, which I guess wouldn't matter considering it was bath day today. Then we came home. I recorded a bit more Star Wars Knights of the Republic, and here we are. And on the podcast today, you're going to hear about this on the podcast before you hear about it on the vlog, but I wanted to tell you something about a very weird incident I had with, maybe I already went over this, on Sunday. No, I don't think I mentioned this in the vlog. On Sunday, I went to Walmart to pick up a bunch of supplies and whatnot, hence why I got the Oreos on top of the fridge there. So I had the radio on, and I activated Siri on my phone, and I said, hey Siri, get directions to, by the way, let's let Siri time out on everybody's phones here. I'm going to be using Siri activation phrases here. I said, hey Siri, get directions to Walmart. And it also picked up whatever was playing on the radio, which I had NPR on, but I'm not sure if that coincided with it or not. So after I said that and it activated it, it brings up a list of all the Walmart locations, and instead of saying the first location is, this closest one, it starts going into, I don't know if it's a short story or a news report or something, but this really graphic story from a woman's point of view with a man with a knife, and it was really weird. And for the first 15 seconds, I was just sitting in stunned silence. And I was like, screen recorder. So I pulled up the screen recorder, activated it. I have it recorded, saved. I'm not going to share it because it is very graphic. But it just goes through all of this thing. I have no idea what it was from. Just this weird detail of it. And then at the end of all of this traumatizing, weirdly graphic and gory stuff, it goes, the closest Walmart is here. Would you like that one? What the hell did Siri pick up from me asking to go to Walmart and from NPR talking about something either about politics or racial inequality that ended up with this weird domestic violence story? So I'm just sitting there completely stunned. And I'm just I'm glad I have it recorded, but I was also is there a Siri transcript? Is there a log where I could see what Siri heard me say, or what Siri, would have said? Because the full log of that would have been really interesting. No dice. I have no idea what triggered it to do that, and I have no idea what all it was saying because I only have half of the recording for it. So there was that. Anyway, podcast is tonight, so I'm going to tell that story, and we'll see what the reaction is. I thought it was hilarious, and I thought it would make a great story, so I figured I'd tell it. No shirt and all. Anyway, I'm going to get bathed because even though I bathed him in the shower, I didn't actually have a chance to wash myself up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You snuggling, buddy? It is Wednesday. Yesterday's podcast went really well. It sounds like I'm in an echo chamber because I'm standing in my living room. And it's got a high vaulted ceiling. But anyway, last night's podcast went well. I told that story about about Siri freaking out on me, and apparently people kind of traced back what it was from, and apparently it's from a book called Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I guess maybe I'll look into it. Who knows? Because it's still really bizarre that happened, but I do want a bit of confirmation on that. I'm a little bit sweaty right now. Don't know why. I guess I've been running around trying to get ready. Probably reason why I'm dressed up is because a friend of mine, Curvy Llama on Twitter, said hey Austin friends, I got this reservation at a sushi restaurant for a 16-course meal. Who wants in? And I'm like, yes. So I'm heading over there now, much to his chagrin. He's already forlornly looking out the window. This is an album cover right here. Anyway, so I got to get him sort of situated with all of his toys and his food and his water and his bed. get him upstairs, and hopefully he'll be good while I'm out for maybe a couple hours. Then when I get back, I'm doing a stream with John Massey and Gerard. We're doing the BizHawk Shuffler like we did during TRG Coliseum. I didn't really go much into that on the vlog, but basically how that works is several random games are put into BizHawk, and my phone just vibrated and lost my train of thought. Anyway, a bunch of games are put into BizHawk, and then from 5 seconds to 2 minutes, they'll switch. And I think we have somewhere between, we either have 2 sets of 8 or 1 set of 16 games to shuffle through for however long we're streaming. So that's going to be nuts, and that's going to be a lot of fun once I get back. So anyway, I'm gonna go get sushi. this Saturday. I kind of skipped a couple days because some stuff's been happening, and I was like really tired the last couple days. So, let me just go over the sushi I had on Wednesday night. Holy cow, that was really good. Like it was individual pieces of of sushi that were made directly in front of us with a whole array of fish. It was 16 courses, but that just basically meant like that it was 16 individual pieces of sushi. But it was really good, and they paired it with they paired like every 3 to 4 pieces with a cup of sake. So that was like some of the best sushi I've ever had. It hasn't ruined sushi for me, but if I'd gone there and that was the first sushi I'd ever had in my entire life, then sushi would have been ruined for me because I would only want that. But man, it was delicious. After that, went home, streamed with John, Popsky, Gerard, and Massey. We played some BizHawk Shuffler. 16 games that went through that, and that was quite a lot of fun. A couple games were in there that not everybody knew. For example, my mystery pick was Iggy's Wrecking Ball, which I don't think anybody in that group had played. But it's like a really weird like platformer racing game. I liked it a lot, but I can't say that anybody else in the group did. Then on my way back from the sushi as well, my car started acting up. And I took it into the mechanic yesterday, and yeah, I'm not getting that back for a while, which means I'm sorry, buddy. We're not going to the park for a little while. We are still going to his training on Monday, though. I looked up Uber's policy on bringing pets along on Uber rides, and apparently it's perfectly legit as long as the dog doesn't, or dog, cat, whatever have you, doesn't make a mess. They recommend bringing a towel or something so you can guarantee that, or you can reduce the odds that the dog will make a mess, and if it doesn't make a mess, then I gotta pay an extra fee. So, should be good. Just gonna take up the PetSmart on Monday night for his training session. We're doing really good with the stuff that he's been learning so far. Well, with the Park It, the Nose, and the Watch Me, that's been going real good. Today I'm making an update video for my channel, which will obviously be up by the time that this goes up. But just to detail all the stuff that I'm changing. And like maybe some like schedule stuff, because it's pretty much the rest of this month is all going to be Star Wars and Mother 3. I actually finished recording Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite RPGs. So I just stuck with it and just finished recording the whole thing. So that's done. It's sent off to Dan, and he's going to edit the rest of it. And I still have to record more Mother 3 as well. If I wanted to just be done with the month, then I could just record that far ahead anyway. But I know what I want to do for the next one after KOTOR. Not sure what I want to do after Mother 3. But then I also going to detail the merchandise, which if you look below the video here, you'll be able to see some of that if you haven't gotten some of it already, or if you just want more. I'm not going to stop you. Your bank might. But yeah, there's the Candyman shirt, the Screaming. There's 2 varieties of Candyman shirt. One of them with a white logo, one with a red logo. I like the red and black one because it not only is it like an homage to Coke Zero, it's also the colors that Agent 47 wears, so it kind of works on a 2-layer system there. Then there's also a reprint of the Screaming Quagsire shirt, as well as the Big Puppy Energy shirt that Dan helped design. And on top of that, I'm changing up the Patreon as well, so that way $10 and $20 patrons will actually have monthly rewards, and there'll be ones that I feel like I'll be able to deliver pretty easily. 10 plus patrons, as well as tier 2 and up subs, will be able to participate in movie nights on Discord, and tier 3 subs and $20 plus patrons will be able to participate in monthly game nights. Second Friday of every month for the movie nights, third Friday of every month for the game nights. That might change though, because I think I'm about to start at the end of June. I'm about to start my D&D campaign with Brett Ultimus. And those take place on Friday. So depending on how long those sessions go, I might have to reschedule to be maybe okay, Saturday, or like earlier in the day on Friday or something like that. I want to pick a time where with the most availability for the most people, which is usually the weekend. So we'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, I'm just getting a little bit of work done right now. I got a bunch of backlog stuff right now. I've got 2 Mother 3 episodes and 2 KOTOR episodes that are on YouTube but not published yet. So I have those for up until, I want to say, Wednesday, I think, is the last video that I have available. So at that point, I'm just waiting on editors to get back to me. And then I'm going to stream some Danganronpa 2, which a lot of people have been looking forward to. So I'm really, really excited for that.
Well, hello, Lumpus. You being a little lump?
Such a tiny, tiny little lumpy man. It's Monday right now, but I'm gonna record this as though it's Sunday. Didn't really do terribly much. My car's gonna be in the shop for well into next week. So I'm going to, just be hanging around at home, taking him for walks just around the neighborhood and streaming. Streamed some Monster Rancher last night. That was a lot of fun. Danganronpa as well was a lot of fun too. But I'm really can't really talk much about anything else because nothing else really happened. I guess I could recap on what happened this week because first off, started off with a bang. We had Fredo, Jackie, and Gabu over, and Manatee had a new friend to play with, so that was fantastic. Really glad to have them over. Definitely have them over again. 10 out of 10. And then Amanda, Curvy Llama, and I went to sushi, and it was really damn good sushi. Really damn good sushi. I wish my camera didn't run out of battery at the restaurant, because I would have gotten so much more footage. And it was great. It was so delicious. And then my car broke down, so then the week kind of ground to a halt. But other than that, solid week. Really solid week. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this past week as much as I have up until the car breaking down bit. And I will see you all in the next one. Except I forgot something to give a shout out to my patrons on Patreon. Their names are scrolling across the screen right now because it is the first vlog of this month. So yeah. Thank you so much to my patrons for supporting me on these videos and whatnot. I actually just added new rewards, replacing some old ones. Monthly movie nights on the second Friday of every month, and monthly game nights on the third Friday of every month. So if you're interested in becoming a patron and you want to participate in those, check out the Patreon link in the description or at the end of this video. You too can participate in all that and help support my content. And thank you very much for even just watching in the first place. Very important thing to note, though, if you are connected to my Patreon or subscribe to me on Twitch in one of those higher tiers, in order to participate in the rewards, you have to have Discord. You have to have Discord, and you have to link up your account. You have to link up either your Twitch account or your Patreon account with Discord in order to be able to join in these things. That's very important. Anyway, wanted to get that out of the way. See you all next week. Later!